Africa has always been a continent of resilience, diversity, and an ongoing quest for true independence. The recent controversy involving South African politician Julius Malema and Burkina Faso's interim president, Captain Ibrahim Traoré, is a striking reminder of this enduring struggle. The incident has sparked outrage and debate across the continent, raising important questions about leadership, sovereignty, and the complex dynamics of global influence. In this video, we'll delve deep into the nuances of this controversy, unpack the key arguments, and explore its broader implications for Pan-African ideals and the future of the continent. To understand the significance of this moment, it's essential to consider the historical backdrop. The scars of colonialism run deep in Africa, where European powers exploited resources and divided territories for their benefit. Even after independence, many African nations were ensnared in systems of economic dependence and political control, often referred to as neocolonialism. Western influence remained pervasive, wielded through multinational corporations, foreign aid, and military interventions. This created a system where African nations struggled to assert their sovereignty fully. Burkina Faso holds a special place in this narrative. The country's revolutionary leader, Thomas Sankara, is remembered for his bold vision of self-reliance and rejection of foreign control during the 1980s. His policies were groundbreaking but short-lived, as his assassination in 1987 derailed his efforts. Decades later, the rise of Captain Ibrahim Traoré in 2022 rekindled hope for a return to Sankara's ideals. Traoré, a military officer who took power through a coup, has been vocal about prioritizing national sovereignty and rejecting Western influence. His approach has drawn admiration across Africa, with many seeing him as a modern-day champion of anti-imperialism. Enter Julius Malema, a South African political figure known for his fiery rhetoric and commitment to Pan-Africanism. As the leader of the Economic Freedom Fighters, EFF, Malema has consistently advocated for economic liberation and the dismantling of neocolonial structures. However, his recent comments about Traoré's leadership have raised eyebrows. Malema criticized Traoré's policies, accusing him of destabilizing the region and risking economic isolation for Burkina Faso. His remarks, which emphasized the need for balance in leadership and diplomacy, were widely interpreted as sympathetic to Western narratives that often discredit anti-imperial leaders. Malema's comments have sparked a fierce backlash, with critics accusing him of abandoning the Pan-African ideals he once championed. Many argue that his position undermines the fight for true African independence, aligning instead with forces that perpetuate Western dominance. Political analysts have called his stance disappointing and inconsistent with the values the EFF was founded upon. For a leader who has built his career on challenging neocolonial systems, this apparent shift has been seen as a betrayal. On the other hand, supporters of Malema suggest that his concerns about Traoré's approach may stem from a pragmatic perspective. They argue that total isolation from global partners could bring economic hardship, making it difficult for Burkina Faso to achieve long-term stability. While Traoré's vision of sovereignty and self-reliance is inspiring, it also comes with significant risks, including increased insecurity and economic challenges. These complexities highlight the delicate balance African leaders must navigate in their quest for independence. For Traoré, the stakes are high. His leadership has captured the imagination of many Africans, offering a bold alternative to the status quo. By rejecting Western influence and emphasizing national pride, he has positioned himself as a symbol of resistance against neocolonial exploitation. However, his ability to deliver on this promise remains uncertain, as Burkina Faso grapples with serious security threats and economic difficulties. This controversy highlights the broader debate about the role of African leaders in a globalized world. How can they assert sovereignty without alienating international partners? Is it possible to achieve true independence while remaining engaged in the global economy? These questions have no easy answers, but they are central to the future of the continent. The decisions made by leaders like Traoré and the critiques offered by figures like Malema will shape the path forward for generations to come. As we reflect on this controversy, it's clear that African leadership demands courage, vision, and a commitment to the people. Whether one agrees with Traoré's approach or Malema's critique, the debate underscores the complexity of achieving true liberation in a world still influenced by the shadows of colonialism. What do you think about Malema's comments? Was he justified in his critique, or has he strayed from the ideals he once championed? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell to stay updated. Together, let's continue to explore the stories that define our shared future.